The customer bangs his hand on the table and says angrily, "Waiter, come here quickly." The owner's wife says politely, "Sir, what happened?" The customer says angrily, "Is the owner of the hotel here? Call your boss." The owner's wife says calmly, "What happened? You don't like the food?" The customer says angrily, "I said, call the owner of the hotel." The owner's wife says suspiciously, "No, you probably don't want to pay for the food." The customer says angrily, "Don't you understand what I'm saying? I said, call the owner of the hotel." The owner's wife goes to her husband and says worriedly, "The man sitting at table number 4 is calling for you." The husband says calmly, "Okay, wait, I'm coming." Then the hotel owner goes to the customer and says politely, "Brother, hello, I'm the boss of this place. My wife just told me that you don't want to pay after eating your meal, but looking at you, it really doesn't seem like you don't have money to pay for your food. You're dressed very nicely. So what exactly do you mean?" The customer says angrily, "Did I say I wasn't going to pay?" The wife says nervously, "But you were very angry just now." The hotel owner says calmly, "Everything in our restaurant has its price clearly listed. One bowl of meat broth costs $3. Do you have a problem with that price?" The customer says thoughtfully, "$3? That's the price you said, but to me, it's worth even more than that." The hotel owner says politely, "No, brother, what are you trying to say?" The customer puts a lot of dollars on the table and says seriously, "How much is one bowl of food in your restaurant?" The customer stands up from his chair and says seriously, "Don't you remember that traveler from the past, the one who came to your restaurant one day and said, while your wife was cleaning outside the hotel, 'I just came to the city to find work, but all my money was stolen. I only have $3 left. Can I eat something here?' The owner's wife says angrily, 'Are you kidding me? How can I give you a bowl of rice for $3? Even the cheapest meal costs $1.50. If you don't have any money, leave quickly. Don't ruin our business." Then the man is leaving from there when the hotel owner comes out from inside and says kindly, Hey brother, come here. Give me the money and I'll give you something to eat. I won't charge you for the food." Then the hotel owner's wife slams the bowl of food onto the table and says impatiently, "Eat, come on, hurry up." Then the hotel owner calls his wife over and says instructively, "You should treat other people a little better. If someone is in trouble, we should help them. We shouldn't be so harsh with people, understand?" The wife says reluctantly, "I understand." Then the hotel owner picks up the bowl of broth, goes to the man and says kindly, "Eat as much as you want. There's no bill today." The man says gratefully, "Thank you." Then the man stands up from his chair and takes money out of his pocket and gives it to him when the hotel owner says calmly, "It's okay. I just told you that today's meal is on me." The man says sincerely, "Brother, when I make some money, I'll definitely repay you for this kindness." The hotel owner says kindly, "It's okay, it's okay." Then while handing the packed bag to the man, he says, "Okay, do this. I have some other customers' orders too. Can you deliver them?" The man says confidently, "Yes, of course." Then, when the man comes outside the hotel, he opens the bag to take out the address. There is a letter, and there are also dollars inside. The letter says, "If you really can't find work anywhere, come to me anytime. Keep this money too. Everyone goes through hard times in life. I hope your life keeps getting better day by day." The man reads the letter and looks back in surprise, and the hotel owner is watching him with a smile. The wife says irritably, "You fed him, so why did you give him money too?" The husband says calmly, "I didn't put any salt in the food I just made for him." The wife says in surprise, "What? You didn't put any salt in it? Then how did he eat all that food so happily?" The husband says thoughtfully, "You don't understand this? No food in the world is as bitter as food without salt. Only when tears fall into the bowl does a person truly understand someone else's helplessness. Go see for yourself and then you'll understand." Then, coming back to the present, the hotel owner recognizes him and says happily, "Oh, so it was you. Wow, you've changed completely over all these years. I almost didn't recognize you." The customer forces the dollars in his hand and says sincerely, "Yes, I came this time especially to thank you. I'm where I am today because of you. If you hadn't helped me back then, I don't know where I would be today." The hotel owner says firmly, "No, brother. I didn't help you back then so that you could ever repay me. Everyone faces hard times at some point in life. If we can help someone, we should simply lend them a hand. Take this money back. I can't accept it." The customer returns the money and says sincerely, "Sorry, brother, I have one more request. The meat broth you gave me back then tasted so delicious to me, but my hometown is more than 800 kilometers away from here, so it isn't easy for me to come here again and again. I want you to teach me how to make it so I can make it for my parents and children at home too. Is that possible?" The hotel owner says warmly, "Brother, I could tell just by looking at you that you're a man with strong principles. Look, we people in the food business don't just sell recipes. More importantly, we value humanity and sincerity. Since you want to learn, my meat broth recipe isn't a secret. I'll teach you every single thing exactly the right way." If this story touched your heart, let us know what you would have done in the comments and subscribe for more heartwarming stories.